In today's video, we will discuss 10 best Jessica Biel movies you must watch.
Well, these are real, by the way. I mean, nobody thinks they are. Everyone thinks they're fake, but they are real.
Alex.
At number 1, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
How much you got? How much?
That much.
That much?
This much.
This 2003 film was supposed to be a huge turning point for Biel's career. It attached her to a long-running franchise and was a chance for her to make a name in commercial cinema. The film was the 5th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie and was the remake of the original film. But to her loss, the film was heavily panned by critics. Though most of the criticism was directed towards the script and direction, nobody seemed to notice the star cast at all. However, the film was able to gather a heavy amount of audiences, and the franchise fans helped the producers make considerable money and was declared a hit at the box office. The film still remains one of the biggest blunders of Jessica Biel's career.
He's killing him!
Who's killing who?
At number 2, we have I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
I've got nothing to hide. Feel them.
Feel him?
Feel them.
This film might have been a little ahead of its time, as the criticism was split between audiences and critics alike. On the one hand, some viewers thought the movie made a mockery of all the themes it touched on, especially the LGBT community. When Larry, a widowed firefighter, finds himself unable to name his kids in his life insurance policy, he looks to his lifelong friend to walk down the aisle with him. Still, Jessica Biel creates a character with just as much brains as she is beautiful. Alex is a human rights lawyer specializing in discrimination against people in the LGBT community.
Well, these are real, by the way. Feel
Yucky.
At number 3, we have Blade, Trinity.
Scream if this hurts, Chica.
Released in 2004, Blade, Trinity was the final installment in the famous vampire killer franchise starring Wesley Snipes. In the film, Biel starred alongside Snipes and Ryan Reynolds as Abigail Whistler. The film follows Blade teaming up with a group of vampire hunters called Night Stalkers and faces his greatest threat, Dracula. The most anticipated movie of the time, Blade, Trinity, was Biel's way to recover from her previous box office blunders. At number 4, we have The Rules of Attraction.
Is 100% safe, which is less of a percentage than
whatever. I don't care. I don't major in math.
Her 4th feature film had Biel star among fellow young actors at the time, including James Van Der Beek, Kate Bosworth, and Shannon Sossamon. The film explores the themes of a love triangle, sexual desires, lust, and substance abuse through the lives of a bunch of spoiled college brats. Jessica Biel had a supporting role in the film, that of a girl named Laura, an unchaste and dissolute character. Though Biel wasn't appreciated or especially commended for her role, she took herself to a new level by portraying a character with slightly negative shades.
I'm told that later, after I left Camden, she got really drunk and went wandering through Wyndham House.
At number 5, we have Hitchcock.
You haven't spoken to him much about your personal life, have you? Hitch? No.
The film follows the events surrounding the making of Alfred Hitchcock's controversial horror movie Psycho, 1960, and is adapted from a novel by Stephen Rebello titled Alfred Hitchcock and the Making of Psycho. The film stars Anthony Hopkins as Hitchcock and Helen Mirren as his wife Alma. Jessica Biel was cast in the film as Vera Miles, who played the lead in Psycho, the character of Lila Crane. Biel's role in the film was of a secondary character, and the presence of actors like Hopkins, Mirren, Scarlett Johansson, and Toni Collette didn't attract any individual praise for her, but she was a significant and vital role and was part of the story which shapes the better part of the film.
I celebrate with you when the reviews are good, I cry for you when they are bad, and I put up with those people who look through me as if I were invisible because all they can see is the great and glorious genius Alfred Hitchcock.
At number 6, we have Valentine's Day.
You don't like to go out on Valentine's Day?
I hate it.
Me too.
The film explores the common theme of relationship troubles and somehow manages to intertwine the story of every character's story arc to the other. The film has an ensemble cast that includes Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba, Kathy Bates, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Garner, Topher Grace, and Hathaway, Jamie Foxx, Ashton Kutcher, Emma Roberts, Patrick Dempsey, Taylor Lautner, and Taylor Swift. The film had Biel as an important lead character, and the film surprisingly remains the highest-grossing film of her almost two-decade-long career.
Who has always been there for me?
Who's that?
My best friend, Candy.
There's somebody.
At number 7, we have The Truth About Emmanuel.
My name is Emanuel. I'm 17 years old and I killed my mother.
The indie drama revolves around a young girl, Emanuel, who is obsessed by a new neighbor to her house named Linda, who bears a close resemblance to her mother. The film deals with the life-changing events that begin to happen once Emanuel decides to babysit Linda's child. Jessica Biel is equally awesome in this mystery film, which ends with an unexpected climax. Biel shifted towards independent cinema in 2008 and has frequently worked in indie films, giving many underrated but eloquent performances. The Truth About Emmanuel is one such movie, which deserves but is denied its due place in the psychological thriller genre.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, you look like you've had quite a run.
No, ridiculously short, actually.
At number 8, we have A-Team. Based on the famous 1980s TV series, A-Team was actually focused on the masculine members of the film. Starring Liam Neeson in lead, the film's heavy action was led by Bradley Cooper, Sharlto Copley, and Quentin Jackson. In the film, Biel's role was more of a law-abiding officer, but to take her softness as her weakness is deadly. She played Captain Carissa Sosa, a clever, sharp, and intelligent agent who takes it upon her to atop the A-Team from endangering the national security.
Yeah.
At number 9, we have Next. I'll be honest, the first reason I personally want to include this film on the list is that Biel broke heights of beauty and charm in this film. The film revolves around a man who could peek into the next 2 minutes of the coming future and his aid to the FBI's hunt for a nuclear bomb set to decapitate the entire city. Biel's role is of life interest to Nicolas Cage's character, which turns out to be of great significance in the climax. Biel was really charismatic and looked lovely in her role, and I am sure would have won hearts all over.
At the Starbucks on Lexington, I was at the dry cleaner. All I am asking for is a few minutes of your time so that we can work things out.
At number 10, we have Total Recall.
Get in. I've been looking for you everywhere.
This is my wife.
You're married?
I think it's safe to say we're separated.
Released in 2012, Total Recall starred Biel in another ass-kicking role after A-Team, 2010, and this time she was the one in action rather than sitting behind a desk. The film stars Colin Farrell in the lead alongside Biel and follows both characters escape the agents of the Federation, who deems both of them as terrorists. In this male lead-oriented thriller, Biel managed to outwit other characters with her fearless expressions and beat-up and hitch sequences. That's all for today. Do let us know about your favorite film in the comments section. We will see you next time.